Everybody, you're on my channel. Today we are going to talk about Sveta's difficult situation with her husband. Hello Sveta, tell us about yourself and your problem.
We have been living together for almost a year and a half. My husband is a widower with 2 children. 3 months ago, I found out that I was pregnant with his child. Everything was fine until yesterday. He and the children arrived in the evening from the countryside. Everything was as usual. We lay on the bed with him, cuddling because we both missed each other. He said something I didn't like, some little thing, and I broke out of the hug. He started pulling me back in, and then said, "I'm not hugging you anymore." I pulled him back. A joke game ensued, and I sat on him. He said, "Get off me, I'm going for tea." It's happened more than once. I didn't get off. We turned it into a joke, and that was the end of it. He started counting 1, 2, 2.5. He always does this when the kids don't listen, and the next step is usually a slap or a hand on the butt. I assumed it would be something similar, and on the 3 he hit me over the head with a full swing. It hurt. It started a fight. I yelled that it's not normal to hit a pregnant woman, and he yelled that I asked for it. I don't know what to do next. I have already invested in a shared apartment, and there is no way back. I'm expecting a child from him. This is my first child. But now there is a huge fear in me and a lot.
Good day, Svetlana. It is not permissible for a man to beat a woman, especially a pregnant woman. Just like beating a child. Often in such cases men say, "It's your own fault. You brought her to this." Or, as in your case, you asked for it. That's no excuse for abuse. It's the same with children. It sounds like you don't know your husband well enough. As time goes on, new traits can emerge. Maybe now, feeling that you can't go anywhere, your husband has started to behave more freely or less in control. Really need to understand what to do in such a situation, how to behave. First of all, you need to realize that the way back and in general another road is always there. You will not disappear without a husband, because you lived independently until the age of 34, and a child in the modern world does not bind a woman to a man so much as to tolerate beatings. But for now, it's probably too early to talk about a breakup. Then you will have to discuss this situation and let him know that you are not ready to tolerate such an attitude. And for yourself to decide what you will do if this situation happens again, and what exactly are not ready to tolerate. This may have been the norm in your husband's previous relationships. But is it right for you? If your husband has a temper and you know it, for your part, be careful what you say and do. The important thing to understand here is whether your husband thinks he has done something wrong by hitting you, by having a temper. If so, maybe he is ready to apologize, and there is an understanding that he will hold back in the future. If you see that for a man this is normal, in the order of things, then it is necessary to seriously think about the joint future and the future of your child, to whom there may be a similar attitude. It seems that with both you and the children, your husband behaves in the same way. He doesn't make a distinction, perhaps thinking you are as dependent on him as the children are. There is a lot of talk these days about equal relationships in marriage. Bam! In reality, it doesn't always work out that way. You write that you invested in the apartment, therefore, your contribution to the relationship is as significant as your husband's. Most likely, you are gradually getting to know your husband from a new side or see traits that you did not pay attention to before. Pregnancy and the birth of a child is a big test for a couple. Both may start behaving differently than before without smoothing out the edges. It is important to set boundaries, give second chances, understand for yourself what you will not tolerate and what you will do if the situation happens again. You need to have a plan for last resort. That's important. You write about pain and fear. Fear is always constraining and often leads to obedience and patience. But don't let it stop you from asserting your independence. Standing up for boundaries doesn't mean ending the relationship, although sometimes it is the only option. By setting boundaries, you are encouraging the man to work on himself, to change, to rebuild for the sake of the relationship. I hope your husband hears that. And that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share with a friend. Thank you all and bye.